Coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Atlanta Falcons. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, this defense for the Falcons, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Third play here. This opening drive is up against a 3rd and 5. Herbert off of play action. He's going deep for Brown. They've got his man complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Herbert operating from the red zone. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 49 yards there. Big one.
Teams practicing plays during the week. They're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this one is incomplete. The Falcons at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. And now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And that flag accepted. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
10 cycles.
2nd and 9 now. This will be caught just inside the 10. That'll give them 8 that time. And 3rd and 1 now. Brings up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Now they send a man in motion right.
6, 7.
They'll try to run for the 1st with Henry. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. The stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down. It'll
go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They'll set up to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Darren Waller from 6 yards away. And the Falcons respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run against there that gets correctly. They would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Herbert on 3rd down now. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, the offense had really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker, partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they try to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Here's Herbert. Going deep here for Watkins. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance travel or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy,
and it'll be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, Brad, as they said in popular culture, this one's going to leave them because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his...
Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts, 31 yards. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. This offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's going to look deep for Watkins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Quality coverage that time to slow down what's been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And this will be a Falcons 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 34.
You have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 4. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll throw now on the final play. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Darren Waller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the 2nd half gets underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll drop to throw. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 34 yards that time.
Trouble 38. Real green.
Now back to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Points for their second touchdown of the game, number 7 of the year. As these guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Koo now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert, he's going to drop this down to Sanders. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's Herbert. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful. Really good coverage all over the field. And it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Herbert off of play action. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
As Sanders has it poked free, and the Falcons grab it. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drop stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Greedy Williams on the stop. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down. And
Mr. Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on the way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
From the 31, Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Running right, here's Sanders. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not, and right now, the guys stop.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Lorenzo Carter picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Dropped for a loss of 7 on multiple defenders.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. He finds his tight end Goddard. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there. And they do indeed convert on 4th. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook. But they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Open man has got it, the tight end. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they get
looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Herbert now. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Falcons are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Henry. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Ready.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.